play that Saturday night this week.
Welcome to YouTube Space, looking ahead to the big fight a week tomorrow. We've got Chris Sr. with us before we hear from the boxers themselves. You wanted to react to what you've seen already, don't you?
I mean, look, where can you go on the entire planet and see that type of speed, intensity, drive? I mean, okay, so if you talk about Floyd Mayweather Jr., when have you ever seen that? You watch the pads, all this. He does like this. When have you ever seen speed like that? And speed kills. You cannot negotiate with it. You know, I love to fight against Joe Kawasaki. I had proven myself. He beat me probably 11 or 12 rounds. Why? Because for every one punch I threw, he threw 4. You know, this young man in junior is throwing like 5 to my 1. You know, Golovkin, probably 4 to his 1.
So speed's everything, is it?
It's everything. You
When
can't
he's back in the
negotiate
bag,
with
it is, but he's back in
Hang
the
on,
bag, nothing
well,
else.
questions again, hang on. Speed is everything.
it. Speed, you cannot negotiate with it.
Is that why you described your son? Junior will be the most exciting fighter on the planet to look at. He's the new money, Floyd Mayweather. Everything he does is extraordinary. So you mentioned the speed. What else makes him extraordinary?
The fact that he has been brought up by a very peculiar man in me. I've been real. You know, the way you see me today, I haven't been any way different since 1990. I've always been the way I've always appeared to be the way I look. And in the ring, I've been and I've achieved what I have. And he's come up under that tutelage. Now, you know, he doesn't smile and play and dance like me. He is more like his mother in that he is to the point. He wants to get the job done. And that job is to electrocute, eviscerate, take apart. And that, I believe, is what will be seen on the 4th of February when he makes history, which is to follow the father into world championship status. I've seen nothing like him. And it's not that I'm a doting father here. Okay, I am obsessed with this craft and this art. And his process, I haven't seen anywhere else. So people say to me, what do you get butterflies? Do you worry about your son? And I say no. And the truth is, I worry for his opponents. And I've been trying to look after them by talking to referees before the fights. They're not listening. At this level now, at World Championship level, there are no prisoners. I cannot look after anyone else. It's a referee's job. So my talk, if you think it's cheap, at least it's interesting.
That's for sure it is. So just remind everybody why we're here. A week tomorrow, Chris Eubank Jr. against QUINLAN for the IBO Super Middleweight title. And it's live on ITV Box Office, itvboxoffice.co.uk. Some people would find having you as a father very intimidating. At what age did you realise he wouldn't be intimidated by who you were?
Junior.
Yeah. Because they would, wouldn't they? Some would find it really intimidating to have you as a father.
I don't know how to answer that one. You know, if he is intimidated by me, which he obviously no longer is, because you know he directs me. I see him as very much a wild one, someone who I'm having to steer by device. I cannot say do this anymore. I have to actually tell him to do it this way, and it usually happens just a little way different towards what I want. But there's no controlling him. He is a power. He is a spirit unto his own. Which, you know, my talk as a dad, people are going to say, "Oh, he's doting. Oh, he's talking of his son." But you will see in the conversations you will have with him directly. He's his own person. He has his own interest. He has his own personality traits. You know, I'm just saying, from my viewpoint, having won the World Championship, having defended it 18 times, we went great. Having done that, I'm saying to you that of what I see, when it comes to this craft and this art and this process of being able to absorb punishment, having the ability to disseminate or deliver it, I've seen nothing like it. I am impressed. I'm a fan. I would pay for this.
Are there still areas you think that he should and needs to work on? I'm not saying in front of his opponent that you're going to tell us what they are, but do you say to him, I've seen you in sparring, I've seen you in bouts, I think this, A, B and C. Just little tinkerings maybe.
Okay, this is going to be unusual for you to hear. See, truth is a wonderful thing. It levels everything. And this is the code of which I've always used. So in front of Ronald Quinlan, I'll say, Junior, sometimes he carries his hands low. So you may be able to strike him with shots. So I'm always saying to him, you have to keep your hands high. If you catch him, and you are able to do something that we don't believe you can, then so be it. This is the best way I can tell him, keep your hands up. He's maverick because he knows he can take a shot. He's maverick, he doesn't care. I care. Floyd Mayweather Jr. said not too long ago, one of the first lessons my father taught me is the less punishment you take, the longer your career lasts. So I want to put that into his head and yours. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. We are not playing. It's a game, it's a sport to the spectators. To you guys, it's a way of life. And everything it's not even about what happens on the night approaching Saturday the 4th of February. It's about what you did yesterday, last week, last month, last year, and the years you've been in boxing. If you've been living the life, then you will acquit yourself well. Win or lose, and so shall he. Do I pick sides? Of course I'm on my son's side. But I'm fair, I'm a fighter. And so if you can dig deep, if you can find the resolve, the fortitude to deal with the substance that this young man has, then not only do you deserve to keep your world championship, but you will go on to defend it many times, I'm sure. And that's why the game of boxing is so sexy. It's such a wonderful game because it's real. The most important thing to any man is protection, being able to fight, being able to stand tall. You being champion of the world now, for instance, you are, in many ways, the prime minister of all tough men. Everybody respects a champion. Okay, so your conduct has to be becoming. He intends or wants to take that position. So it is not sport to you guys, it is sport to the spectators. And that's why on the night of this particular fight in question, it's going to be history in the making, and dare I say, a little bit of history repeating.
How much do you admire this young man coming from the other side of the world, coming here to defend his title?
I admire all champions because I know what it takes to get there. The public only, they think about their lives, they think about their jobs and what they have to do. What the fighter's life is staying in the gym, running at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, not because there's someone to account to, but because it's the right thing to do. Being in the gym, taking beatings. I've got 19 world championship wins. For every one of those wins, I would have had to have taken at least 50 beatings to get that one win. That's the way it works. If you're comfortable in boxing, if you're managing everything comfortably, you don't get anywhere. But if you're under pressure, no different to chess. If you're playing chess with a substandard player, your game goes down. If you keep on getting beat, your game rises. See, this is what you are dealing with, young man. We're real. We come across as normal, so I'm talking as though I'm a standard member of the community. I am not. We are crazy. We are truly crazy. We are deluded. You can't make champion of the world if you're not deluded, as you would well know, because you are the champion.
So ITV box office a week tomorrow, Chris Eubank Jr. against Ronald Quinlan from Australia. We're going to have Andre Ward and Lennox Lewis with us ringside as well, so current world champion and a former world champion. www.itvboxoffice.co.uk. And on the undercard as well, David Price was with us last week in Preston, Kid Galahad back in the ring as well, and Adam Etches. So plenty to look forward to on the undercard to Chris Eubank Jr. against Ronald Quinlan here. Can you say in your prime and Chris's prime, Who would have won?
Okay, so, Ranald, listen to this. Who would have won between me and my son? So this is what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Who would have won? See, I say he would have beaten me so long as he listens to strategy. Anyone can be beaten, you just have to use the right strategy. If he listens to strategy, he would have beaten me in my career. If he listens. If he doesn't listen, you know, your talent, your ability, your skill, your speed, well, with the exception of speed, doesn't really matter. If he follows strategy, there's nothing you can't do.
We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves because it's disrespectful for Ranald, obviously,
Sure is.
and it's dangerous.
No,
My question now is, what do you see Chris Jr. being, a super middleweight or a middleweight going forward?
Okay, so again, listen to this crazy here. Andre Ward is coming over to commentate. We're chasing him too. He's light heavyweight. Junior can, in my view, Junior can give away 6-7 pounds to him and still wreck him. That's Andre Ward.
Yeah.
So he's coming here to commentate, and we are chasing him as well. At super middleweight, we're looking to clean. We're looking to clean the slate. At middleweight, we're looking to clean. In fact, at middleweight, we're only looking for this one guy in Golovkin.
Yeah, because that's who you talked about a lot, isn't it, Golovkin? So you're saying you'd actually go across the 3 weights if necessary?
He's capable of that at this point. Okay, in 18 months, that may not be the case, but he's capable of doing that now, in my view. So long as not too many people speak. Sometimes you put something in the mind of somebody, and then then they are limited, or they are able to go further. So long as as he is right now, he can do that.
Just a couple more. It's a natural fit for you.
Can I just make this point, because I have to qualify the Andre Ward comment, because this is the world champion of considerable height. The reason I say this is because when he fought Kovalev, in the 3rd round I counted his average. He threw 35 punches in the 3rd round. That means he can't live with Junior, in my view. He cannot live with him. Again, I don't understand business. It's not my thing. I don't understand the cosmos. It's not my thing. I don't work in an office. You know, what I have studied for all of these years is the craft, what happens inside that ring. Inside that ring, what I'm saying may sound odd to you, the public, because it's not what you do. I'm saying to you, if a man like him is going to throw 35 punches in a round, can't live with Junior, because he's throwing minimum 3 times as much. And I'm saying to you, speed, again, you cannot negotiate with speed. You can negotiate with power. You can negotiate with clever tactics, movement. You can negotiate with all of those things. Speed, you can't. You know, if you're throwing 1 to someone else's 4, there's no negotiation. It's annihilation is what you see. So, you know, watch.
Well, my final question then for you and for the Eubank family, it's a natural fit, isn't it, being on ITV? It's where you had your great moments, and now your son's going to be on ITV.
You know, it's a very queer thing. You know, is this by device, or, I mean, could I be this clever? I'm told I have an IQ of 190. That's always a pleasure. Could it be by device that he had 26 fights as an amateur? I had 26 fights as an amateur. In his first World Championship fight, it's going to be his 25th fight. In my 25th fight, I beat Ben for the World Middleweight Championship. Could it be by device? Could I be that clever? Could that 190 really be at play? Hey, it's going to be interesting.
We'll see. We'll look forward to it. Thank you very much indeed.
The lady's name is Shirley Bassey. A little bit of history repeating.
ITV boxoffice.co.uk. A week tomorrow, Chris Eubank Jr. and Ronald Quinlan will speak to them in a couple of moments. Chris Sr., thank you very much indeed.
Always an
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Put the music on.
Thank you.